Aldo Moro è morto. L'ex primo ministro Aldo Moro è stato assassinato. Il corpo è stato trovato con 10 proiettili in via Michelangelo Caetani in Roma. Posso confermare che Aldo Moro, ex primo ministro e leader della democrazia cristiana, è stato assassinato.
Jessica. Who's that?
Me.
Yeah. Who's that?
Frog.
What's he got on his head?
A crown.
Jessica, I need to talk to someone. Can you stay with this man?
I asked if you recognized this. It's a document containing the identity of Mr. Rabbit. It was sent to an Italian journalist called Mino Pecorelli. Say hello, Mino.
Ciao.
Mino's a man who pinned the death of Aldo Moro on the CIA for us. Mino's with us. Aren't you, Mino?
Lo sai che non parlo inglese?
Getting this was a shock for Mino. It blew his mind, in fact. And we were very, very lucky it was sent to him. Weren't we, Mino?
Lo sai che non parlo inglese? Perché tutte queste domande? Cazzo.
Do you recognize it, Philip? Are you sure? You fucking sent it.
I finished, Janus.
What? Does it work?
It works perfectly. It's perfect, but I've made an adjustment to it. I've changed it.
What adjustment?
Well, no. I've changed it.
What have you done? What is the adjustment?
You can't use it. You can never use what I've made.
Give me Janus by the end of the week, or we'll torture Jessica.
Formed outside baker shops throughout England and Wales, with most stores limiting customers to one loaf apiece.
The Electricity Council have now drawn up their contingency plans for cuts and disconnections once the strike begins and the supplies to the power station.
It has really been quite remarkable what has been achieved in these last few weeks, for the three-day week, by British industry because of all the arrangements which have been made by the unions and the employers. And they ought to have full credit.
What did you do to my Pietre?
Christ, Broska, not this again. I'm his father. Why would
I take him to the doctor. The doctor said it's stroke-like trauma. What did you do to him?
Why did you do that? He doesn't need a shrink. You need to take your pills.
I'm not taking your pills. You poisoned me. What did you do to him? I fucking killed him! What you did to him, I fucking kill you! I really fucking kill you!
Mr. Carville?
Introduce the fungus to the gut of the mosquito. We just need a more virulent strain. Ending the mosquito ends malaria. Dengue fever, yellow fever, West Nile virus. We believe we are very close.
Won't work.
I beg your pardon?
Anisopoli. That's what you're talking about. It won't work. There's poor stability in the sporulating strains. You get 35% effectiveness at best before the mosquito out-evolves it.
We believe...
Besides, there are 3,500 species of mosquito. They've been around for 100 million years. You think you can just yank them out of existence? I mean, you do realize half the birds in the Arctic tundra will starve to death. I mean, you have actually thought of that, or are you just fucking idiots?
And how would you cure malaria?
Cure malaria? Why'd we want to cure malaria? Malaria's doing a great job. Leave malaria alone.
Young man, you're drunk.
Yes, I am. And in the morning, we'll both still be cunts.
Have you come here just to drink?
There's a blackout everywhere else.
It's only held once every 4 years, this. The idea is to get people together who could never normally talk. Like politicians, world leaders, scientists. No one knows it exists. Is that what you are? A scientist, then? Must be a good one to get into here. Must be some kind of genius to get into here.
No offense. I'm sure you're great, but why don't you just fuck off?
Why don't you make me? What's wrong with curing malaria? Or don't you want to make the world a better place?
Let me explain something to you. The sun throws a certain amount of energy onto this planet. We turn it into food, clothing, shelter, etc. It supports an amount of us, and it took 30,000 years for that amount to become 1 billion. Then we found a way to use ancient sunlight trapped in oil and coal. We started to live off that. What happened? In just 130 years, our population doubled. The next billion took 30 years. The 4th billion has taken just 14. So here's the question. What do you think is going to happen when that oil and coal runs out in, say, 100 years? When there's 10 billion living on a planet that can support only 1?
I think we're going to tear each other to shreds.
At last, someone with an ounce of fucking brain. Malaria? The only disease that needs curing is us.
Come on, then. Let's throw ourselves off.
What are you doing?
Well, if there's no point in being alive...
All right, okay, I get it. Yeah, fine, I get what you... Look, that could tip. Please don't do that, please.
Have you ever been in a genocide?
What?
I have. So if you have some sort of answer, I'd like to hear it.
I have an answer. No one wants to listen to me. They're all too fucking scared. But if you come down off that table, I will tell you.
Look, it's a rabbit. See? Do you like the rabbit? Do you like it?
It's fine, Broska. He'll grow out of it. Just a phase. It's fine. This is incredible. Some of those scientists are Nobel laureates.
So? Well, they think you're a god. Don't laugh. Do you see the way they behave around you? They're small compared to you.
I can't think like that.
Why? Because it's true.
I'm confused by what I feel. Each day is momentous. Each minute, every decision, every action is historic. And I feel separate. You know? Do you feel that? That separation?
See? You are a fucking god.
Janus. It's called Janus, and it's a protein, and it's incredible. The hard part was making it so it can't be detected. It's split into two elements which combine in the brain to create Janus. It then sends signals that alter the production of cohesion in fertility. Essentially, it switches off human reproduction. It's amazing.
Philip, when you say it switches off human reproduction, we're not trying to end the human race.
We use a placebo. We leave 5 to 8% unaffected. They'll remain fertile.
And who do we give that placebo to?
There are certain genetic traits that are undeniably advantageous. Now, I believe I've isolated a group of people who are genetically stronger.
Group? Do you mean a race?
Race is not a term that science recognizes, but yes, if you must, then race.
That's the Third fucking Reich.
It's the opposite of that. I'm not talking about murder. I'm talking about allowing some to continue. A world without race. It's a world without racial fucking genocide.
And can you make Janus decide?
I could find a combination of junk genes that only a certain percentage have, tailor Janus not to trigger when those genes are present.
Well, and that would be random. Nothing would connect those people.
No, it's junk DNA. It doesn't do anything. But why not choose?
That's not who we are.
So you've been to Plovdiv?
Yes, I love Plovdiv.
He hasn't been to fucking Plovdiv.
What are you talking? Of course, I love Plovdiv. Plovdiv's my favourite place.
He's a fucking liar, Proska. Okay, you tell me what is the name of the main square in Plovdiv.
Okay. The main square in Plovdiv, right? It's got lots of little... So the main square in Plovdiv is called Plovdiv Main Square. No, they're a straight-speaking people. Should I do the merengue here? Hand on the shoulder. That's it. Watch my hips. That's it. I spin you around.
She's lovely, Proska.
Merengue!
Are you okay?
Does he know what you do, Tom?
God, no. I love him. And I want him to continue loving me.
Philip, I'm asking you. You've not hurt our son, yes?
Proska, no. I would never hurt him.
I'm pregnant. We're going to have a baby, Philip.
Don't come in tomorrow. There's going to be a gas leak.
They know too much, Philip.
Jesus Christ, Mum.
Do you think they can walk around talking about this?
Good people.
Good. Why? Because you know them. We're saving a species. Are these few more important than everyone because you've become attached to them? We can't afford attachments, Philip. You need to remember that.
She'll be back in a minute. Just popped out.
How are you, Tom?
Yeah. Bit fucked, actually.
Do you need anything?
No. I'm gonna go to one of those rehab places they have now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great, Tom.
I really think, this time, I heard about the gas leak at the lab. She's devastated. It means so much to her, your work. Never seen her so alive. She loves you, Not like that. That she saves for me. With you, it's much higher. Brain love. She loves your brain. Did you get the medication?
I did.
Fill it up, girl.
Feeling better?
Philip Carvel, I'm arresting you on suspicion of cruelty to a child. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say will be taken down.
She's right. I experimented on him. I was trying to inhibit violence. I needed a human subject. He was all I had. It changed him. I've been trying to put it right. I can't.
I'm sure you had your reasons. Look, I love Broska, but this... She's harming you. Let me help you with her. She has to go. She's coming between us.
What about Tom? He's a fucking time bomb. It's your love for Tom that puts us in danger. I don't feel like that about Broska. I don't feel like that about anyone. The only person I feel like that about is you. You and what we are doing together.
No, Tom, please. Don't.
I did ring. I let myself in. We need to talk.
Okay. Okay, talk.
Here? This is quite sensitive.
I said talk.
The network lab in Tel Aviv. One of the men worked out the RNA codes for Janus. He has an idea of what it does.
Have you told anyone?
Half the lab. As many as 50 people. We're not sure exactly who yet, but we have it locked down.
Do you have a plane ready?
TWA 841 heading to JFK. We've told them they're going to be debriefed by the CIA.
We know what we have to do then. We have to bring it down. We have to plant a bomb aboard the plane. And we have to kill all of them.
What are you talking about? Killing? Killing who? You're gonna kill? What are you talking about planes and killing for?
Mr. Carvel, there have been some complications. I'm very sorry to tell you, but your wife didn't survive childbirth. There was a small...
Well, we always knew it wasn't going to be easy, didn't we? We always knew that. There have to be sacrifices. We're making a new world, Philip. We're creating Utopia. Okay. You're special. You're unique, so yes, you can have the child. But don't get lost in her, Philip.
Mr. Carver.
Please, don't get lost.
You've had a little girl.
A girl. A little girl. She's beautiful.
What are you going to call her?
Jessica. Her name is Jessica.
Give me Janus by the end of the week. Or we'll torture Jessica.
Continued waste collector strike has led local authorities to store waste in car parks.
With threats of a looming oil crisis, talk of a state of emergency is now...
A vote of no confidence in the Labour government has been called. It's expected to come down to just 1 or 2 votes.
There's only 2 votes. It's pretty tight.
Indeed, but you know, when it's only 2, anything can happen.
Coffins? What a charming place to meet. Are these full?
The gravediggers strike. They're storing the bodies here. Winter of discontent, they're calling it. Leicester Square's landfill. It's Philip. He's done it again.
What? No. No, I spoke to him. I just come from Rome where we spoke.
You spoke, he listened, and then he did it again. Another document. Another leak. I think it's the same thing. The identity of Mr. Rabbit. He sent it to Richard Sykes, UK ambassador to Holland. And we don't think Sykes knows what it means.
Why Sykes? Why send it to him?
If the Tories win the next election, he's on security with Erin Eve.
Erin Eve? Well, has he seen it?
Don't know. Look, why is Philip doing this to us?
He's finished Janus. But he's scared of it. He can't bring himself to destroy it, so he's doing the next best thing. He's destroying me. Jesus. What the hell will he do next?
Leiden, I have men at the US lab, armed men.
No, no one touches Philip Carvel. Show me. Your loyalty breaks my heart. Deal with Sykes. Then we need to talk to Ari Neve.
At 9 o'clock this morning, Sir Richard was sitting inside his Rolls-Royce in the grounds of his residence here, preparing to drive the short distance to the embassy in the centre of The Hague. At that time, 2 men rushed up on foot and 5 shots were fired at the car. Sir Richard was hit, and so was his 19-year-old footman who had just shut the door.
Milner!
Oh, it's an honour to meet you, Mr. Neve.
Mr. Neve, we believe you may have received some information from Mr. Sykes before he died. A document?
I did. Extraordinarily extravagant stuff. International conspiracies at the heart of many governments, etc., etc. It's terribly exciting reading.
Well, as strange as it may seem, we're worried that this information may be putting your life at risk.
Really? How dreadful. And do you know who killed poor Richard yet?
Not officially, but we believe it was dissident Republicans.
Do we? Are you talking about we as in MI5? Well, yes, I'm sure that we does believe it was the IRA, or the INLA, or the RSPCA, for that matter. But you and I, Milner, we know it was someone else.
And who do we think it was?
Why was you, Milner?
Are you suggesting that the British Security Services assassinated Mr.
Oh. Are we playing that game?
If we did kill Sykes, what makes you think we won't just kill you?
I'm not Sykes, Milner. Or Leighton. Or Rabbity. Or whatever your name is. Now, as you know, there's a vote of no confidence in Mr. Callaghan and his government, this Friday, in fact. If we win this vote, there'll be a general election and Margaret will become Prime Minister. Hooray. But it's balanced on a knife edge. Alfred Broughton, Labour MP. He's at death's door, apparently.
And you want us to push him through that door?
Heavens, no. If you did that, the vote might get delayed. No. I just want you to get him to pull a sickie.
Mr. Carville?
Who are you?
Your friend Milner sent me. She's rather upset with you.
What do you want?
Pleased to meet you. My name is Mr. Omida. Should the time come, I am to be your daughter's torturer. I've been asked to explain my process to you. Now, Jessica's only 4, and always the difficulty with such an age is maintaining life for the maximum amount of time. So I will need to monitor vital signs throughout, but this is just a matter of being attentive.
Dr. Isherwood, what we're about to tell you is a matter of national security. There is a threat against one of your patients, an MP, Alfred Broughton. He will be assassinated on his way to Westminster this Friday. And we need you to stop him.
Me?
Tell him he's too sick to travel.
What? Well, that won't stop him. Christ, have you met him?
Then make him too sick to travel. We can't go to Broughton himself. Or we risk alerting those around him who are setting this up.
But what about the vote? I mean, it's a vote of no confidence. Have you any idea how much that matters?
Bernard Wetherell. He's a Tory MP. There's a gentleman's agreement that if a member of the government is too ill to vote, then an opposition MP also won't vote. We have persuaded Bernard to honour that agreement.
Bollocks. Who do you think I am?
Dr. Isherwood, this...
You're trying to topple the fucking government.
No, no.
I'm a Labour voter. I'm a card-carrying member, you fucks. I've been on picket lines up and down this country, and I know an MI5 stitch-up when I see one. Martin!
Please don't do that.
Martin! Fucking establishment crypto-fascist bastards. You're all the same. Terrified of the proletariat. Martin, call the police.
That's not a good idea.
Tell them that it's a matter of national security.
Martin, don't do that.
There are two people here trying to...
There. Now, can we all just please calm down?
Make sure Alfred Broughton doesn't vote. Will you do that for us?
Mr. Carvel? Hello? I am Omida. I need to know I can get through to you. Please nod. Good. Torture is communication. So what I will do is I will inflict torture upon your person, then I'll go and inflict the same torture upon Jessica. It will be exactly the same, not diminished. What you feel, she will feel exactly. You will imagine her screams, her tears,
Please.
her begging.
Please don't do that.
I will go back and forth this way for a period of several hours, and if that doesn't work, then we'll start all over again, but with her in front of you. Now, propriety requires me to ask you if you'd simply like to give us Janus now.
It's perfect. But I've made an adjustment to it. I've not been in control of myself, you know?
We can work that out. I promise.
It's not...
Tell us, Philip, please.
Always with my first torture, I like to start with something brutal and traditional. I'm simply going to pull out the fingernails on your right hand.
Is it here? Is it in the lab? Is this it? Is there something in this?
I'm ashamed of what I've done. And I'm scared of you. You'll use it no matter what. Please don't hurt my little girl.
I'm going to visit Jessica now, Mr. Carver.
Don't! Not Jessica!
did you call that in? Who the hell called that in?
We need to evacuate this area now.
Yes, I know, but I need to get back there.
Ma'am, I will not tell you again. There is a nuclear incident at the 3 Mile Island plant. We must evacuate this facility.
Philip Carville. My name is Christos. I've come to get you out of here.
Pennsylvania, an accident at the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant. Federal agents said the reactor's core may have been damaged. Radiation passed through the 4-foot concrete walls and was detected a mile away from the plant.
Mr. Callahan lost the vote of no confidence by a single vote and has called a general election for May the 3rd. Favourite to become Europe's first woman Prime Minister, Margaret Hilda Thatcher.
The bomb went off shortly before 3 o'clock. The bomb, in fact, had been placed in Mr. Neve's blue Vauxhall car. Clearly, this was a deliberate and well-planned operation. But by whom? When Mrs. Thatcher was given the news by an aide, nobody knew that the victim was one of her closest friends.
Someone being killed in a bomb accident. I'm coming to talk to you. Just now, 7 minutes ago. It's all right. We don't know yet.
Terrible news, Mrs. Thatcher.
We've lost him.
Don't you mean we've lost it? Isn't it Janus we've lost? I've just heard that Harry Neve has been killed. An IRA bomb, they're saying. It was you. But I don't understand. If we could do this all along, why the hell did we do what he said?
We need a government that stays in power. I think this lot will be around for a while. With help.
We've managed to pull some footage of Carville with Jessica from the closed-circuit system. We think that's a vaccine. And we think Janus is inside it.
It's in her. He put it in Jessica.
And what's his name?
His name's Dane. Mark Dane.
And does he have family?
No. No, he hasn't got any family. Okay, Jessica Hyde.